Hello everyone, if you're somehow in the YouTube stream. So oh, come on, hurry up. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Swift Premier Cup 2026, the first Swift tournament match. I will be hosting this match. I'm Nugglei. We have today Marbles versus Shane, two of definitely the top 5 players in the world. So, yeah. I'm very excited to bring Swift to the tournament world. Obviously, this is still going to be a little bit of a development. Who knows what will happen, but it should be plenty of fun regardless. That's for sure. Alright, well, we'll just get started. Our first map is Cherry Forest. One of the, I believe, 2.0 maps. Shane is 4th. Just recently got a PB of 13,961. Marbles 3rd in the world with a 948. So these two should be pretty evenly matched. Definitely will give the edge to Marbles, but you know, Shane is clearly right there. And yeah, it's very, very interesting because for a game like Speed Race, you know, a tournament run and, you know, world record type of run are practically the same in terms of strategy. Obviously, with skips, there can be some differences, but for a skipless map, like basically every map in Swift is, in Speed Race, you're going to be playing with the same strategy of just get a good run, you know? There are minimal risks. However, in a Swift tournament, it is all about risk management because you can finish a run as early or as late as you'd like to if no one else has finished yet, but you have to balance, is that in your best interest? Is that in your opponent's best interest? Do you believe your opponent will get a better run? There's so many different things to think about. We're starting off with round 1. Good luck to both these guys. So I am so curious in a tournament format how quickly, you know, they'll be running to the end zone. And I'm sure it depends on how well their opponent will be playing. You know, if your opponent's playing very well, you want a boogie. That's for sure. Shane, a 14.026. See, that's exactly the risk of running to the end zone. You may not get a time that you're very happy with. Ooh, but they tie. They tie to start us off. Wow. Well, very fortunately for Shane there, he got away with, you know, a subpar run, but seems to all be good. Round 2 here, definitely these guys are going to be getting 13s, you know, especially Marbles. I do believe he can get 13 basically every attempt. So if he's getting 2 frames off of that caliber, it's not looking great. But, and just to mention, we are using the best 3 runs of 5 maps format that was used in Speed Race tournaments. So if you are familiar with STC, you are familiar with that format. Marbles doesn't finish it, giving room for Shane to finish a better run than a 1402. Both might be finishing around the same time here. Shane may be breaking a little away. Oh, but Shane falls. Another 14-0-9. He's not taking the end zone correctly. I will say that. Not supposed to be giving advice. I don't think he's listening, but definitely don't want to be taking the end zone that far right. Shane might be able to catch up. Oh, a 14-0-6-6. That is... I mean, it's not too bad of a time, but I'm definitely expecting faster out of these two. Come around 3, 4, 5. Definitely want to see some 13s here. Round 3. Of course, Shane does have plenty of room for that 14-0-6-6. Not the end of the world. Better than a DNF. Is he finishing? Ooh. Chose not to finish it. Thought he could get a better run. But Marbles finishes with the first 13 of the tournament. 13-997. Just barely cracking the 13 barrier. How can Shane respond? Ooh! Shane beating him by 1,000. Keeping it so close throughout. But Marbles still leads slightly in average so far, but 2 more attempts for these guys to better their averages. Shane especially doesn't want that 14-0-6-6 to count. Practice, we saw Marbles get a 13-96, I believe. Or maybe that was before the match in warm-ups. But it's very clear he's capable of these 13s. Shane a 14-0-3-3, that's not what he wants to look for. But Marbles DNFs! Ooh. Again, Marbles should still be leading. Yeah, just slightly, so it's not the biggest detriment to him, but he will want to take advantage of this 5th and final run. A sub 14 average here would be great. For sure. Shane starting from very far left. Oh, but maybe a good mid from Shane. Both finishing. Oh, but a 13-9-6-8 from Marbles puts it away. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Shane wasn't enough. Okay, practice here for map 2, Scarlet Groove. Marbles taking map 1 by a relatively slim margin here. I think Marbles should be, yeah, favored on this map. Shane just got his first .491. Marbles has had a PB of 477 for a very long time now. But I don't know how good Marbles is at this map anymore. Just because I feel like it's been such a long time since he's PB'd. These guys are using different avatar metas. Shane opting for Steampunk, while Marbles is staying with the original double preset. Round 1. Marbles 12.55 in practice is he definitely wants to improve that. Shane adjusting for quite a bit longer at the start. Oh, Marbles is using Steampunk. I apologize for that. I know as a world record holder, I do use doubles, so I would switch. Marbles gets a clean enough slope, but misses. You know, for a time trial round, this isn't too much time, but a couple deaths does make these tournament matches, you know, they feel like they're longer. For tournament match standards. Ooh. That seemed like a great slope from Marbles. Yeah, 5-3-5, solid run. Definitely something he can improve. Oh, Shane What is Shane doing? Is this a redo? What is this? Now that I think about it, I don't exactly know how redos can be handled. So, we're just gonna continue on. Yeah, we're just going on straight to round 2 here. Might not end up mattering, but of course, want to give everyone an equal chance. Shane a 5.99, not a great time there. Oh, but a 5.94 for marbles, also not up to the same, you know, not up to the caliber he was playing at, even in round 1 there. Oh. Sorry. Okay, round 3. Okay, we'll be looking at the time, making like an artificial. Marbles, definitely a better finisher here though. But a 5.82, these are not good runs. Definitely leaves the door open for Shane. But a 6.10, Shane is not at all capitalizing. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely doable to get consistent 0.4s on this map. Like, it is difficult, but it's doable. So, to see these guys getting late 0.5s and 0.6s, quite out of the ordinary, to be honest. Sorry, I'm checking the stream right now. Ooh, both these guys, are they going to finish quick? Ooh, Shane does. Marbles gets another chance, though. Oh, this is not good. Okay, yeah, he takes the DNF. 5.82. Okay, round 5. Then, of course, we'll be redoing Shane's at 261. Yeah, definitely. These guys need some better runs. And I don't mean any offense by that. A quick finish from Marbles and Shane at 6.34. Okay. Shane has until 261 on the timer if he wants to, you know, get a solid run. But he can, of course, finish earlier than that if he wants to. He is. 570 might be his best of the... Yeah, his best, but it's just not enough, especially with Marbles' 535. Marbles is up 2-0. Going into map 3, Cliffside. These two are pretty close on Cliffside. 610 PV to 619, both just under that 3rd star caliber. But they haven't been playing amazingly on this map, as far as I know as of recent. Like, I've been seeing, like, 0.66s about that kind of run, which, if one of them breaks out, gets, like, a 0.62, that will be huge for their chances. So I think this map, maybe out of them all, is the most evenly matched. And this map, coming out in the original Speed of Trials release, 1.0 or whatever, very optimized at the highest level. Whereas, you know, some of these newer maps, players have yet to, you know, perfect every line, every corner. 6.56, but a 6.44 in practice. Little bit better than what I was seeing in warm up. But round one here, Shane needs to perform. But if Marbles can stay steady with these 0.64s, that kind of run, he should be good to go, honestly. Marbles resets. Shane might be finishing. A 770. Oh, wow. If I were... Ooh! But he risks that final countdown, and it pays off for him, but... Definitely don't want a 770 in your wheelhouse. That's... Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to this. Yeah, 770 is nowhere near kind of run you want to be getting right now. But it clearly paid off. Gave Marbles a DNF. That might be Shane's strategy. Try to get Marbles a DNF average. Maybe Marbles will return the favor here with a quick finish. Oh, yeah, he is. 690. Still not a great run, but it's better than 770. Shane beats it. 675. Shane is technically in the lead. But we'll see round 3. Oh, mistake there from Shane. Marbles might get another first try run here, but we'll want it to be faster than 690, so. Ooh, 663. Again, another best time of the round we've seen. Will help him out quite a bit. Shane 713 is just not amazing. It's not disastrously slow by any means, but I mean, we do want to see some 6.5, 6.4s, that kind of run. Round 4. Ooh, Shane gaining some time but dies. Marbles, his quick strat isn't gonna work. Takes a death. Let's see. Shane will finish this out. Bonk there. Had time to reset, but a 7-1. If Marbles gets a great run. Yeah, 668. 668 is not bad. Now, Shane, it's not over. But he does need a great run here. Nothing. He doesn't need anything insane, though. Like, he can... If he gets his PB, or ties his PB, which sounds crazy, but you never know. He will win, I believe. Marble 689 improves by just a millisecond, and Shane DNFs. Oh no. We're heading on to map 4, Icy Cavern, which, interesting map for sure. Marbles just recently got a PB, which shot him up to 3rd in the world. Shane has yet to achieve a .2, and this might be the map that is most in Marbles' favor yet. But we'll see how Shane can perform knowing that. You know, it would be dope to see Shane's first .2 in practice. Or sorry, in rounds. Alright, well. Heading off quickly to round 1 here. Good luck to both. Marbles up 3-0 at the moment, which is unfortunate, but you know, maybe Shane King would like to get a point here, so we'll see how he plays. Marbles slow igloo. Shane doesn't finish it though. Marbles might. He will. 327. Not a terrible run. Not a terrible run by any standards. Awkward lines there from Shane. 403. Wow. I don't quite know what happened there. I do feel like Shane loses quite a bit of time in the ending. Like, if he cleaned up his ending a little bit, I do think those .2s would come flying in. But you know, knowing that was a .4, I don't know if he was going full try hard mode yet, or if he was trying to safety run, just make sure it doesn't DNF to start. Note, it is interesting to notice Shane isn't adjusting at the start when Marbles is. Solid igloo for Marbles. Shane's still at the start, not getting deep in. Marbles will finish this 327, I think, again. So, very consistent from him. What can Shane do? 531, okay. Or 351. Shane needs to start getting runs. Needs to start getting runs, because I do think soon enough, Marbles will get like a .28, and that might just kill Shane. So I see little point in finishing quickly here, because you know you're already down. You need fast runs right now. 360 is probably not going to cut it against Marbles. Yes, probably. Throw 349. I mean, Shane has a chance here. He really does need to string together some early .3s here. Well, Marbles doesn't improve his average. Round 4. See, if I were Shane right here, I would honestly take it slow. Don't try to rush to the end zone. Get some good runs in. A .31 would do you wonders right now. Marbles 331 improves his average, I believe. Shane 351, like he's pacing on the right track, but it might be a little too late. As we get into round 5. Let me think. To make up that deficit, Shane needs what? It's .25. Shane needs like definitely a PB here. Like I think like a 285 Shane needs to win, which it's not impossible. It's not. I mean, world record is a couple frames faster than that, so. How about a 320 for Marbles? I think that's his best run. Yeah, 376 from Shane isn't going to do it. Kind of surprising that a 320 was the fastest run we saw there. I don't know. But we're now heading on to Map 5, Mount Milk. The current weekly trial, Marbles, unfortunately for Shane, does hold world record by just a mere 3,000th of a second. So maybe Shane can break that. But no, Shane obviously a solid player. But 0.7 PB on this map is not super competitive with world record. So he's going to be hoping for some DNFs, which is entirely possible. This might be one of the hardest maps in the game to consistently complete, so you know, if he rushes towards the end zone, he can capitalize on the Marbles DNFs. But Marbles probably the best Mount Milk player. Even if he's faced with a final countdown, I don't know if he DNFs, you know? Shane starting far right. W, bro, as they say. Ooh, taking quite a bit of time practicing. Who knows, maybe Shane can show us what a PB in tournament looks like. Not quite yet, but I mean, that's not too far from a PB. You know, one cleaner turn, that might be a 0.6, his first 0.6. Oh, 5.33 is a great time, though. That will definitely be tricky to compete against. Maybe we see new Marbles WR. When, you know, when the pressure's off. Round one. See, if I were Shane, I've kind of set against this throughout the match, but I would run to the end zone. But I think that might be what Marbles is doing. He knows, even with the subpar run for his standards, he can probably definitely get a 0.6, beat Shane's PB. So yeah, 600. Kind of blowing Shane out the water, unfortunately. Yeah, DNF for Shane. Poor start, but Mount Milk I do feel is volatile enough to where maybe there's, you know, it's not over. You know, couple slip-ups on Marbles and a couple DNFs. Shane's right there if he can get runs. Round two. Both of them staying solid. We're going to see a double first try. Marbles doesn't hit the trampoline. Ooh, but Shane walks off there. Honestly, not too much to say because I feel like I haven't exactly perfected this map yet, so it's more about survival right now. If you can survive Mount Milk. On a 5.37, wow. Yeah, Marbles is looking amazing on Mount Milk. And a 23.955 from Shane. He definitely is gonna want faster. Both in order to catch up and probably just for, you know, I don't know, what's the word, like self-confidence reasons. Will want 8.6, even though it's sub his PB. I do genuinely think he can get a 0.6 in this round. I don't really know what his issue is other than that horseshoe. Doesn't take perfects, but I mean, I don't think that's the limiter for not being able to get 0.6. Yeah, like I don't know why this couldn't be a 0.6, to be honest. Wow. Okay. 899 for some reason. That's very interesting. Maybe I'm missing at the start. I don't know what that's about. Oh, marbles ENFs. Shane takes a round. I don't know I don't know how that was a .8. I genuinely do not. Which, sorry for Shane there. I don't know how to help you. Oh my god. Round 4. Both of them still need to lock in an average. So for Shane, honestly, to even have a chance, he's gonna need to run. He's gonna need to pray for marbles DNFs. That's what he needs to pray to God for. Because if marbles even finishes this run, if marbles even approaches the end zone on one of these next 2 runs, that probably will cast doom for Shane. Yeah, marbles is making his way through. Ooh. Now might be Shane's chance. Get a finish. Even if it's point, like, that's weird, bro. I don't know what could be going wrong. .890. Wow, marbles. Despite the pressure for final countdown. Ooh, bonks! But doesn't live. Wow. Well, at least Mount Milk will go to round 5. Imagine Shane wins against the world record holder with a .915 average. Again, if I'm Shane, I wouldn't even line up, bro. I would just boogie. Don't even give marbles a chance. He slopestole. Which, in terms of average, honestly, that slopestole isn't super. Oh! Marbles does finish a .5. Shane needs like a 21. Yeah, marbles 23.572 average is very, very good. So maybe Shane can 23.989. Well, congrats to these two for playing. Very solid match to start the STC tournament journey, of course. Marbles winning 5-0. I kind of expected Shane to take 1, but I did have marbles winning. So, yeah, congrats to these two. I think each map individually was quite close. So, I don't know how mad you can be at the outcome. Well, I'll see everyone later. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, first Switch tournament match. Thank you for watching.